welcome everyone. Hope you're feeling fantastic today. Let's make a start just in a cross-legged position today. So one foot in front of the other. So make yourself comfortable. Do any last little fidgets, little arrangements to your space. And then when you're ready, resting your hands on your knees. Take a moment just to lift the shoulders up towards the ears and then let them draw down the back. Give the head a little bit of a shake, yes and no. And just let your eyes close down. Settle not only within your space, but within your body space. Just let the air flow freely in and out through your nose. Just using this time to let go of anything that's been happening in your life. And just bringing yourself into this moment, giving yourself a little break from the everyday. And bringing all your awareness into your body, into your mind. Mind into body, body into mind. Do some alternate nostril breathing to help draw us inwards even more. So take your right hand and press the first two fingers into the center of the forehead. And your thumb and your fourth finger will alternate, opening and closing each nostril. So take a breath in through both nostrils. Open mouth and exhale, let it go. Block off the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale through the left. Block off the left nostril with the fourth finger and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right nostril. Blocking off the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Block off left, exhale right. Inhale through the right nostril. Block off right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block off left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Blocking off the right, exhale through the left. One last round, inhale through the left. Blocking off the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And blocking off the right, exhale through the left. Release the hands. Inhale through both nostrils. Just open your mouth and exhale, let it go. So if you have got your eyes closed, keep them closed and let your right ear fall towards the right shoulder. Just as you let your breathing come back to normal. And you get a nice stretch through the left side of the neck. Checking in, how do you feel now? Bring the head back up and let the left ear fall towards the left shoulder. We'll squeeze the right shoulder down the back. And maybe that feels tight this morning or whenever you're doing this class. And just bringing your head back to the center. Drop your chin to your chest. And rest your right hand on your chest bone, so on your sternum there, and rest your left hand on top of your right hand, and add a nice bit of pressure there, pushing the hands down. As you push the hands down, just start to lift the chin up. So you're gazing up towards the sky, and you can feel that stretch through the throat. And as you push your hands down, it just helps to give you that extra stretch. Breathing in. And breathing in. Bring your chin back to neutral. Just let the hands rest back down. And we'll take the hands, we'll take the hands behind. They have the fingers towards the bum. You can lift the knees up and just take the feet as wide as your mat. We'll start to inner and outer rotate the legs. So we're making our way down into the hips a little bit. And then bring your feet to meet. So come into the center of the mat. And we're going to cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. If this is a little bit tight, you can take that left leg away. But again, just going to rock from side to side. You can adjust your hands now as much as you like. So how does that feel there on the outer right leg? And within the inner right hip. So now your right foot is going to fall over towards this left side. You're going to put the sole of the foot on the floor and bring your right arm all the way over. Okay? And take the right hand behind you, put the fingertips on the floor, slide your left arm through, and then lay down onto your left arm. Keep your legs where they are, keep your feet where they are, and then roll your right arm out towards the right side. Okay, so hopefully keeping the feet here is helping you to get that big stretch on the outer right leg. Take a few breaths there, just breathing into it. It feels a little bit stiff this morning maybe, or today, whenever you're doing this class. Now we'll bring the right arm back where it came from, so over towards the left side. And you can pick yourself back up. Take your hands back behind you. And then you come back to the center. Good. Release your right leg, give it a little shake. And then we cross the left ankle over the top of the right thigh. And again, just swinging from side to side. So starting to let the body know where it's going. Okay, so let's go for it. I hope you got it on the other side, but we're going to let the left foot fall over to the right side. Keep the ankle crossed on the knee. Keep everything, or the knees connected there. And then take your left arm all the way to the back of the mat. And then slide your right arm through. Lay down onto the right arm and onto the back. And take your left arm out towards the left side. So I just find coming into it this way helps me to find that stretch on the outer left leg a little bit easier. Enjoy the twist, breathing in and breathing out. We're returning the left arm back to where it came from. So over towards that right side. And then pick yourself back up. Come back onto the hands. And then swing yourself all the way back to the center. Okay, release that left leg. You can give both legs a little shake. And we bring the soles of the feet together. Hands behind you. Lift yourself up nice and tall. And then just fold it forwards. Relax the forehead down towards the floor. Do any little wriggles that you like to do here. Breathing in, drawing the head and chest forwards. Head and chest forwards. Breathing out, seeing how your hips feel, how the back feels. Using the breath to help you really tune into what's going on in your body. Walking your way back up. I'm going to turn to face you for this one. I'm going to lift the knees up and take your legs out. It's going to be a bit of a shocker for you. So legs out into a wide leg forward fold. Doesn't need to be super wide, just so you can feel the stretch on the inner thighs. Push down through the fingertips and lift up nice and tall. And then very slowly walk your hands forwards. And again, we don't need to go down so low. This is the beginning of the class. Let's see what feels right for you at this time. We will be coming into versions of this throughout the class. So this is a first little flurry into it. It's a new word, flurry. Breathing in. And breathing out, just seeing how that feels for you there. You know, where is there restrictions? Where is it tight? Maybe you feel super loose today. All right, then slowly start to bring yourself back up. Just before we come out of here, take your hands either side of your right leg. Push down through the fingertips, lift up nice and tall. And as you exhale, try and bring your forehead down towards your knee. So you're kind of rounding into the back. Maybe you're thinking even crown of the head towards the knee. Make sure you're pushing down through your left sit bone. You could be sat on a block here if this is really awkward for you. And you can always have a bend in the knees as well. Yeah, so those two things can help if you're struggling here. We'll roll back up and then take it over to the other side. Push down to get tall first of all. And then as you exhale, round into the back, forehead down towards the knee. Squeezing down to the right sit bone. Making any adjustments you need to make. Good, and then slowly come right back up. Well done. And to come back to the center and bring your legs together. That should feel quite nice. Give the legs a nice little shake. And then we'll come on to all fours. Okay, so taking the feet behind and then up onto those all fours. Spread your fingers, have your middle finger facing forwards and just start to rock forwards and back. Let's get a little bit more awake through the arms and the shoulders. Hips are getting there. We're going to take little circles. We can move through the fingertips. And we explore the sides of your body now. Take the circle the other way. And then coming on to all fours, let your belly sink and lift your head, chest up. So a little bit of mobility through your spine. And then push away and round into the back, chin to chest. And again, let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. And then exhale, push away, round into the back. Last time, let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. And then push away and round into the back. You'll come back to neutral. And let's take the right leg out towards the right side. And it's in line with your right knee. So I'll just show you with the left side for a moment. Yeah. Put your sole of the right foot flat on the floor, toes pointing forwards. Try your cat-cow here. Let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. And then do the opposite. Tuck the tail round into the back. How does it change it with the leg out? Inhale, let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. Good. And then exhale, push away and round into the back. Last time, let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. And then as you exhale this time, you can take your left arm underneath you towards your right leg and lay down onto the outer edge of that left arm. Okay, reach your right fingers to the top of the mat. Okay, so we came into it from a cow pose with the belly sunk because we want to keep that shape here as we come into this pose. We want to think tailbone up to the sky here. And hopefully coming into it that way helps you Keep that tailbone lifting upwards towards the sky. Bring your right hand back in. Left hand comes back in. Now a little bit more challenging. Take your right arm out towards the left side. Lay down onto the edge of the back of the right arm. Maybe you get there, maybe you don't, maybe you stay up a little bit. Or maybe you can take the left arm all the way out to the top of the mat. And again, it's all about where do you feel it? Where is it enough for you? So maybe hovering off the floor is enough for you. Good, and then when you're done, left hand comes back in, right hand comes back in. We'll come up to standing on the foot and the leg. This is in the way here, but we're okay. Take your left arm up to the sky and then just lean over towards the right side. Breathe into it. Coming back to the center, lower both hands down onto the floor at the same time. Lift your right leg up so it comes off the floor and it's still on the right side there. Try not to put too much weight into that left hand. And then swing the right leg all the way around. Let the toes drop. Come into this, all 3 points of contact on the floor. We'll reach the left fingers forwards and the left hand off the floor. And as you exhale, bring the knee and elbow to meet. And then reach and extend. And again, 2 more times. Knee, elbow, meet. And then extend and reach. Make this all about the core here. And again, knee, elbow, meet. And then extend and reach. Good. Bend the right leg. Take your left hand back. Catch hold of your right foot. And then push the foot into the hand. Lift your chest up. Feels nice. Lower your right leg back next to your left. And take a cat-cow. Let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. How does that one side feel? And then exhale, round into the back, chin to chest. All right, coming into it from your cow pose, let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. And then extend the left leg out towards the left side. Yeah, so keeping those sit bones lifting up. Take your right arm underneath you towards the left foot. You can lay the side of the head on the floor and the left fingers to the top of the mat. We'll try our cat-cows there in a moment. Breathing in, try and push down through the back of the right arm. Really reach through the left fingers. Good, and then swinging the left hand back in. Bring the right hand back underneath the shoulders. Let's just do the cat-cows here before we carry on. Letting the belly sink, lift the head, chest up. And then do the opposite, round into the back, chin to chest. And again, inhale, let the belly sink, lift the head, chest up. And then round into the back, chin to chest. Feels much stiffer on this side. Last time, the belly sinks, lift the head, chest up. And let's go into the twist on the other side now. Left arm underneath you towards the right side. So you might hover on the floor, off the floor, just here. Or maybe you can lay yourself down and then right fingers to the top of the mat. Okay. Breathing in and breathing in. We'll bring the right hand back in and bring that left hand back in. And then come up to standing onto the right leg. Take your right arm up and over your head. Your left hand can slide down your left leg and breathe into the right side. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, coming all the way back. Lower both hands down at the same time. See if you can do that. That's it. And then lifting that left leg up. Try and keep it nice and straight. Notice if you put a lot of weight into that left hand. Try and keep it equal. And then swing the leg all the way around. Bring the toes to drop. Flex through the foot. Okay, come onto the fingertips of the right hand. And then reach the right arm up. And as you exhale, bring your knee and elbow into meet. And then extend and get longer. And again, knee and elbow into meet. And extend and get longer. Last time, knee and elbow into meet. And then extend and reach, get longer. You're going to bend the back leg in, reach back and see if you catch hold of the foot. If you don't catch hold of the foot, just reach for it and then push the foot into the hand and lift the chest up. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Release the right leg. Bring the left leg. Bring your right hand down and take a cat cow. Let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. And then exhale, push away and round into the back. Tuck your toes under. Lift the hips up and back into your first downward facing dog, and then start to squeeze the heels down one by one. Give it all a nice little wiggle. When you're ready, swing the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. Really push through the hands as you send that right knee up high. We'll bring your right foot next to your left thumb. Wiggle it all the way over until you get it there. Okay, lower the left knee to the floor, and then just move the left toes over towards the right side, and then sit down onto your left heel. Okay. You're going to take your right arm around your right shin. You're going to rotate this shoulder inwards and then turn the hand up towards the thigh. It's quite wide, so don't worry if you don't reach the hands now. Left hand forwards, take it behind the back, and just open up. I'm going to spin and open up the chest towards the left side. Breathing in. Breathing out. If you can't catch hold of the hands, just reach for them. Try and open up that shoulder. Yes, looks good. And release. Just take the forearms down towards the floor. See how that feels there. Really opening up this right knee, drawing the chest forwards. Good, now you swing it all the way back to where you came from. And then gonna untuck those left toes, come back onto the left knee and draw the right toes up to the sky. Squeeze your right hip back. Inhale, chest to toes. Exhale and fold over your right leg. Getting back into that. Hamstrings already had a little bit of work. Rebend into the right leg. Take the hands either side, lift your back knee and take the front foot to the back. We'll lower all the way down onto the floor. Inhale, draw the shoulders down the back. Lift the head, chest up. Reach the hands towards the feet and lift the feet up. Breathing in. As you breathe out, put the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, come up through a plank pose, and then up and back into your downward facing dog. Breath in through the nose, just checking in with all of that. Breath out through the nose, lift the sit bones up. Good, swing the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open up that hip. Push down through both hands equally, both shoulders equally. Bring your left knee into your nose, left foot next to your right hand. That's it. And then once you're there, lower your right knee to the floor. Move the right toes towards the left side. Swing towards the right and sit your bum down onto the right heel. Yeah. That's it. And then take your left arm around your left shin. Okay, so you're really trying to get around. You can always bring the foot in a bit if you need to. Rotate the shoulder inwards. Have the fingers go up towards the sky. And then take the other hand behind you. Maybe you catch hold of those fingers. And you want to open up the top shoulder here. Yeah, so you're opening towards the hip that you're sat on the heel. Yeah, so your right leg. And then release and see how it feels to bring both forearms onto the floor. Now you're trying to draw your chest forwards, really sink into this left hip. Then swinging back towards the front of the mat, bringing the right leg back, come back onto the right knee, and then left toes to the sky. Inhale, chest to toes. Exhale and fold over those legs. You are going to be able to do the can-can all day today. Yeah. Rebend into the left leg. Take the hands either side, lift your back knee up off the floor, and then let your front foot move to the back, and we lower all the way down onto the mat. Once you get there, lift the shoulders up, reach the hands to the feet, and lift the feet up. Breathing in. As you breathe out, lower the hands, tuck those toes, come up through plank. You can use your knees to help you. You can try not to. And then take the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Breath in through the nose. And breath out through the nose. You swing your right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Now bring your right foot inside your left thumb again. From here, you're just going to turn both toes towards the left side. I like to line up my toes with the mat so I know that they're equal. Inhale, you can lift the head and chest up, and then exhale, just let yourself fold forward so you're looking through your legs. You can have your palms flat on the floor, maybe your fingertips are on the floor. Now just see how that feels for you today. If you can get the palms on the floor, really try and draw your head through your legs. Yeah, see what's possible. Inhale, lift yourself up, nice halfway lift. You're going to rebend into your right leg. And now turn both toes towards the right, so you're coming into a side angle, keeping that right foot forwards, right arm up to the sky. You can take your right arm up and over your head, breathing in. And then breathing out, lower the right hand down, front foot to the back. Lower all the way down onto the mat. Shoulders up and down the back, lift the head, chest, lift the legs, reach the hands towards the feet. Lower the hands underneath the shoulders. Can you come up through the plank? You can always drop the knees and then come up into plank. And then lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Breathing in, taking that moment to take stock. And breathing out. Left leg lifts up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Then you're going to bring your left foot next to your right thumb. We're slowly getting there. Spin the toes towards the right side. And again, if you want to, line up the toes with the mat so you know that you're in the right place. Inhale, lift the head, chest up, halfway lift. And then exhale and fold it forward so you can gradually start to draw yourself through the legs. Now you can have a bend in your knees here, absolutely no problem. Yeah, in fact, maybe you need that bend in the knees. So take it. Inhale, lift the head, chest up, and then swing back towards the front of the mat here. You're going to turn both toes towards the left side. Bending into that left leg, right arm up to the sky. So it's like that little awkward side angle, left arm up and over your head. Breathing in, squeezing your thighs together. Breathing out. Bringing the left hand down, the feet come back, front foot to the back. Lower all the way down onto the mat. Lift the shoulders up, hands towards the feet, lift the legs up. Breathing in. Breathing out, hands down. Now you can drop the knees or try and come up one long plank and hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Breath in through the nose and breath out through the nose. All right, guys, let's keep going. Right leg lifts up, bend the knee and open up the hip. Right foot inside right thumb now. Come up, high lunge, hop, hard flow. Okay. From here, drop the back heel, open up into your warrior two. So you've got to adjust that front foot, bring it towards the left side. Yes, and then flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back, breathe into the right side. Straightening into your right leg, push your back hip away. Right hand can come inside the right ankle or on your shin. See what's possible. We've done a lot of stretching in the legs. Maybe you can go a little bit lower now. And then looking down, rebend the front leg, come back into your warrior two. Right hand comes down and touch the floor. Big circle with the left hand, come back into the little side twist. So turn the toes towards the right. That front knee is bent, right arm up to the sky. Here, coming back, right hand down, front foot to the back, and your usual vinyasa now. Elbows brush the rib cage, drop those knees if you need to. Come through into your cobra up dog, and then come back into that downward facing dog. Hopefully that all feels really nice. Okay, left leg swings out as you breathe in, bend the knee, open up the hip. And bring your left foot inside your left thumb. Come all the way up, high lunge. So we've prepped for all this. Should feel pretty nice and strong. Ground the back heel, 45. We'll adjust the front foot towards the right and into your warrior two. And then flip the front palm, reach it forwards and breathe into your left side. Straighten the left leg, come into triangle. Where does this left hand go? Yeah, it goes wherever you can keep this left side long. Maybe on the shin, maybe in front of the ankle. Looking down, bend your front knee, come back, warrior two. Left hand comes down, big circle with the right hand. And you can turn both toes towards the left. Come onto the edge of each foot. Left fingers up to the sky. Squeeze those inner thighs. Good. Lower the left hand back down. Front foot to the back. Elbows brush the rib cage. Your vinyasa. Coming through cobra up dog. And then into that downward facing dog. Breath in through the nose. Well done. And breath out through the nose. Okay, this time take your right leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. Bring your right foot inside your right thumb. And we're going to straighten into the right leg now. Now, this might feel a little bit awkward, so let's bring the back foot in a little step and then come up all the way to standing. If you feel like you're really wobbling, then take your right foot out towards the right side of it. Have your hands on your hips. Your back toes are only slightly turned out. Inhale, lift yourself up tall. Keep those hips as they are. Just hinge from them. Think like sit bones up, like cow pose. As you take your chest forwards and bring your body parallel to the floor. Squeeze your right hip back. Yeah, keep everything in alignment. Inhale. And exhale. Good, now maybe you can take your hands down towards the floor. Yeah, maybe that's enough for you here. You can have hands on your shins, hands on a block, but play with taking your right hand back towards your left ankle or your left calf, maybe behind your left thigh. Reach the left fingers away and then try and pull yourself through. Okay, so you are either here on your fingertips, here on your shin, or maybe you're reaching back for that left leg. And if you can catch hold of the left leg, you can use it to pull yourself through. Good, well done. It's a big stretch, be careful. Release. Lift yourself all the way back up. Have a little bend in this right leg to do that. And then just step your left foot to the top of the mat. Now you've got a bit of a space in between your feet, not a big one. Inhale, lift yourself up tall, and then exhale again, fold forwards and hinge from your hips. So how does each leg feel here? Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. And as you exhale with your feet staying as they are, bend the knees and drop your feet to the back of the mat. Yeah, so feet are quite wide, elbows brush the rib cage. Come through cobra, up dog. And then up and back into your downward facing dog. Breath in, wiggle, wiggle, whatever you need to do. Breath out. Left leg swings up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. And we bring that left foot inside your left thumb. Okay, so now we're going to try and straighten into that left leg and then have a little play with that. And yes, maybe you need to bring that back foot in a bit. So just bring it in a little bit and then come up to standing. Okay, so have a look at both feet. The back toes are slightly turned out and you're not on a tightrope, either side of the tightrope. So you've got your balance. Hands are on your hips. Inhale, left, lift up tall. Okay, we want to keep these hips in line and think cow pose with your back. And start to hinge. Think sit bones lifting upwards. Come so that the body's parallel to the floor. Use your hands to encourage your left hip back and your right hip forward. So I wish I could see you to see, because sometimes the right hip can stay too far back. Sometimes the left hip can come too far forward. So it's just trying to find that happy medium. If you need to have a bend in this left leg, do it. Yeah, it's a big stretch on your hamstring. Then slowly lower down. Your hands can be on your shin. You could make it a little less stressful. Maybe have your hands on a block. But maybe you're okay here. And you can take your left hand through towards your right leg. Reach your right fingers to the front of the mat, and then you're pulling yourself through. Yeah, this really isn't worth doing any damage to your hamstrings for. Just see what feels right for you. Yeah, stay where feels good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release. Good. Have a bend in that left leg if you need to come up to standing. We all okay? And step your right foot next to your left. So you've got a little bit of a space here. Inhale, push the hips forwards, open up the chest, and then exhale, fold forwards, hinge from the hips. Releasing the hands, inhale, lift the head, chest up. You're going to jump your feet back, they're nice and wide. Elbows brush the rib cage, take it down. Come through cobra, up dog. And then right up and back into your downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. So now bend your knees and look forwards. Jump your feet outside the hands. You can always step them as well. Sit your hips down nice and low. We're into our lovely Malasana shape. Elbows into your knees, press your palms together. Lift up nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, you take the hands to the floor. Lift the hips up and then turn your heels out. Yeah, so the heels go outwards, the toes stay where they are. And then lower down so you can feel your belly on the thighs or in between the thighs here. Yeah, so get that nice and solid there. Take your right hand behind your right ankle and around the front of the ankle, and then your left hand inside the left leg and then around the left ankle, and then try and let those hips drop. Try and draw the chest forwards. So it's a little bit awkward. Hold it, breathe into it. And release the hands and then straighten the legs, lift those hips up, up, up. Good, and then roll your way up to standing. Nice. Press your palms together, lift the arms up. Your feet are still wide, toes forwards, heels in. And then exhale and fold it forwards again. All right, inhale, lift the head, chest up. And as you exhale, bend the knees again. Rest your hands on the floor. They can be on a block as well. You can start to walk those hands through the leg now. See if you can get a little bit further back. Maybe you drop your bum down a little bit. Let's play with it. Walk your hands back. Maybe they go back so far that you lower your bum and your legs can rest on your arms. Yeah. Play with it. Forwards and back, up and down. And then when you're screaming, then lift the hips up, straighten into the legs. Release your arms, roll your way up. Well done, guys. So lift the arms up to the sky. It's your last one. Lift the arms up. And then exhale, fold forward. So you've got those feet and toes in line with the heels. Have one more go. If you want to take the legs a little bit wider now, go for it. Bend your knees, sit your bum down nice and low. Yes, walk those hands, see how far back you can go. You might be able to rest your legs onto your arms. You might be able to walk your feet forwards. Yes, you might be able to push down to your arms and lift your legs up. This is all mights. Yeah, see how it goes. We've been working our way towards it. If you fell on your bum, don't worry, come back. If you didn't get there quite yet, don't worry, it's coming. And then once you're done, lift your hips up to the sky. And then roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Good, guys, well done. Heel toe the feet to the center. That should feel nice now. Inhale, lift your arms up, thighs forwards and hips forwards. And then exhale and fold, hinge from the hips. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, jump, step your feet back, find that plank pose. Your last vinyasa, elbows brush the rib cage. Come through, that's it, in this up dog, stretching out the hip flexors. And then take it up and back, downward facing dog. Good, let's take the right knee in between your hands. Rest the shin on the floor, right foot towards the left side. Yeah? Now walk your hands forwards, bring your knee into the back of your right knee, your left knee into the back of the right knee, and left foot out towards the right side. Come up to standing on your knees if you can. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. Breathe in, lift your chest up. And then breathe out. See if you can take your hips back, your hands down to the floor, and then you're going to sit down onto your bum. If this hurts your right knee at all, bring your right foot flat. Otherwise, can you keep your knees on top of each other? Inhale, lift up tall, and then exhale, fold it forwards. Then you can be here for a moment. Don't forget this right foot can be flat on the floor, knee, chin over your knee here. That's enough, yeah. Otherwise, seeing if you can keep the knees stacked and really breathe into the hips. One more breath. I wonder if you all got your fireflies today. Roll your way back up. Use a bit of momentum to come back up onto your shins. You can just untuck your toes or tuck your toes under and cross the legs. Give them a little wiggle. Left knee in between the hands. Left foot towards the right side. And then the right knee behind the left knee. Take the feet out to the side to help you balance. And you want to push down through both knees to come up to standing. And you're trying to tuck your tail and push your hips forwards. There might be a load of restrictions there. That's okay. You can always keep your hands on the floor if you want. Nice. Good. And then taking your hands towards the floor. And then we're going to sit the bum down in between the feet. And again, if this left knee is really uncomfortable there, bring the foot flat. Yeah, if anything doesn't feel right, bring that foot flat. Inhale, lift up tall. And then exhale again, folding over the legs. You can walk your hands forwards. You can use the forearms to support you, the hands to support you. It's a big old stretch, so be careful. Long breath in. Long breath in. Just letting all the work that you've done move through your body now. Good. All right, we can just make your way up to seated, and you can uncross your legs. Give them a little shake out. Back into wide leg forward fold. So let's see if it feels any different now. Okay, so take the legs out. Again, it's always helpful to use the mat to know that you're equal. Push down and lift up nice and tall, and then start to walk your way forwards. You can do it with a little bit more confidence now. Legs are warm, hips are warm, everything is open. See where you can get to today. Taking some slow breaths. Remembering that this shape you could have your knees bent if the lower back is really hunched, and you could be sat on a block as well. That's it. Good. Take one more breath here. And then very carefully come all the way back up. Bring your legs together. Give them a nice little shake out. So just like you did earlier, but this time, take your right leg all the way over your left leg, so your hands are supporting you behind you. That's it, you can squeeze that knee in. You're going to lower down onto your back, so this right leg is over the left. Lower down onto your back and bring the knees into the chest. Now, stay as you are. Try and reach for your left foot with your right hand and your right foot with your left hand. Now, if that's not possible, just reach for the feet. You want your knees above your chest, and you're kind of drawing the feet towards your chest. It might feel a bit weird. Try not to let the sit bones lift off the floor. And again, if you can't catch hold of the hands, the feet, don't worry about it. Just reach for them. And then let the feet go. Keep the legs crossed, and we'll just let both knees fall to the left side. Try and keep the knees nice and close towards your left shoulder. Right arm out to the right side, and you're breathing in, breathing out. Your legs have been on quite a journey today. We're bringing the legs back into the center. Use the hands to support you, and then change the cross of the legs. Do any shaking out that you need to do. So now you're going to cross the left leg over the right, and then bring the feet towards the face, left hand to the right foot, right hand towards the left foot. And try and keep the legs crossed. Try and keep both not sit bones, keep the sacrum on the floor. And again, you're just reaching for the feet if there's no way you're going to get those feet. And release, but keep the legs crossed. Keep the knees nice and close to the chest, and then let them fall towards the right side. You know, if this is too deep for you, uncross your legs. Okay, you know how to be in charge of your practice. Long breath in. Long breath out. Amazing, guys. Release, bringing the knees back into the center. Okay, uncross your legs. Now, take a happy baby without holding onto the feet. Squeeze the thighs down either side the rib cage. It's your last thing. Take the hands through the leg. Big legs, big breath in. As you breathe out, head off the floor, shoulders off the floor. Try and squeeze those arms through those legs. Imagine you're on your feet, you're in your Firefly, and then you can work on trying to straighten those legs in your Firefly. And then release and bring the soles of the feet together, knees open, arms up and over the head. A few moments, jaw relaxed, face relaxed. Isn't the practice amazing? You know, what can you feel in your bodies now? Imagine if you hadn't got up and got on your mat and your legs wouldn't have been on such a journey, your hips wouldn't be open. So as you lie here, just feeling gratitude to yourselves for getting up and getting on your mat today. Welcome to stay in this shape or take your feet to the corners of the mat. A few more moments of stillness, quite possibly even more challenging for you than Firefly. This moment of stillness. And if it is a challenge for you, then challenge yourself to be here. You don't really need to finish right now. You've got a few more moments. Just letting the practice travel through your bodies and allowing yourself this little moment to be still. One more moment here. Now you're welcome to continue your Shavasana. But if you need to get moving, then start to breathe a little bit deeper. Move your toes, move your fingers. We're transitioning slowly back into your day. Get a big yawn as you reach your arms up and over your head, doing that lovely full body stretch. And then roll over to the right hand side into your fetal shape. Keeping the eyes closed, come up to seated to face the front. Sitting in any shape that feels good for you. Hopefully cross-legged is an easy shape for you now. Palms together, thumbs together. And gratitude to the practice, constantly changing us, constantly challenging us. Take a breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy the sunshine.